Hello YouTube, I am back. I am back. Can you say that if you literally have not posted a video on YouTube in I think it's 3 or 4 years? We're going with it. We're going with it. Honestly guys, the last time I was here, I would say a very different person, but I was not a different person. I literally have just grown a lot as a person, I think, in terms of what I value, how I work, what I do, my life. So much has changed. And I think the last time I was literally just documenting my preps for competing, my show days. I was in sparkly bikinis, and obviously I no longer will be doing that, unfortunately. But if the videos are still there, I'm contemplating potentially hiding them just for my own eyes, but I'm gonna see. So if you're not seeing any previous videos, this looks like a first video and I'm here saying I'm back, you know why. Otherwise, go enjoy those previous videos. I literally won't even watch them. Anyway, I'm gonna move myself to the sofa. Do you know that? Because we don't need to be sitting at a desk. I have decided to come back to YouTube. Honestly, I bought this camera maybe 2 weeks ago, and I was like, I'm gonna sit down and plan a video and everything I'm going to say, and then I will do it. And I just was putting it off. That's not what I want this channel to be. So I just picked up the camera this morning. It is currently Tuesday, the 21st of April. I think it is 11-ish a.m. Honestly, I've been up since about 4 a.m. I am my own worst enemy. I tell my clients so much about how important having a wind down routine with sleep is. And here's me working till 9:30, 10 p.m. last night, not switching off till 12 and then waking up at 4 a.m. So I feel like I'm halfway through this day. But anyway, I've come back to YouTube because honestly, I really just want it to be a place where I can share a little bit more about me. I want to be able to share a little bit more about my life, and really a big part of this, I also want it to be education. So if you don't know me already, if you're not following me over on Instagram, this is my handle, Hannah_ShePhysique. I share a lot on there in regards to my coaching. I am a female functional health and fitness coach, and I share a lot of educational and educate. You see, now I'm not going to be able to speak now that I haven't slept. I share a lot of education and a lot around my clients and what I do on there. But to be honest, and I'm speaking for myself as well, I feel like when it comes to social media and the rate that it goes at now, we have the attention span of fish. We really do. Anything past 5 seconds, that algorithm is just binning you. I just feel like when it comes to education stuff, you can't do that in short form content. It is very, very hard to do. So I will be doing a lot of that on here as well. So it will be a nice mix. This video is literally going to be, as I said, I don't fully have it planned. It's just, I'm going to just take you through this day, to be honest. It is a day I'm not going to the gym or anything. I have a busy day of work. I honestly was going to go down to a coffee shop, but I don't know if I'm going to now because I've just seen I've calls booked in from in an hour and a half to 2 hours. So going down there, I don't know if anyone's the same, but I used to be somebody who could not work in coffee shops. I just could not concentrate. I'd be looking around me. And now I just find when I'm here, especially a day if I'm not going into the gym, if you don't go somewhere, you're literally here all day. And I just kind of lose focus a little bit. So if I move to a coffee shop, I literally stick in my earphones, some classical music, and just lock in. And I really feel like I can get an extra bit out of just moving location. But I don't know if I'll be doing that this evening. But I'm going to take you guys along the day. I'm definitely going to do a video on the past few years because, again, if you do follow me on social media, you will see that I do work a lot with as I said, functional health. I work a lot with women with hormonal conditions, gut health issues, autoimmunity, lots of different things. And a lot of women I work with have body composition goals. And I've been through my own journey over the past few years. I come from a background in medical science. I was a medical scientist in Ireland. I have a degree in biomedicine. And when obviously I went through all of my own health conditions, which kind of started honestly from the last time I was posting videos, and it just escalated and escalated. And from there, I took such a huge interest in functional health to the point that over the past few years, not even lying in the fact that I have invested nearly all of my profit from my business into education and certifications and mentoring and working with different people so I can gain the most amount of knowledge possible to be able to ensure that women don't go through the things that I went through, but also don't feel so lost. Because I think when it comes to coaching, obviously, there's a lot of fat loss coaches out there. There's a lot of people working transformation programs, and, I think each for their own, but I also recognize that there's so many women that are struggling with their health. It affects their ability to show up every day. It affects their ability to see the results that they want. And that's why I will always have the element of results in terms of like feeling good. Like my goal as a coach is to have women feeling good inside and out. So there'll always be the body composition element of it, but I always feel that working from the inside out is what brings the best results, especially for these kind of women. So I'm blabbering now, but I definitely will do a video on like the past few years for me and what I've kind of gone through and my journey, because it's been a wild ride. It has been a wild ride, but it has taught me so much, and it really pushed me into this direction with obviously my coaching. So I always had that interest in health, and from my background, it's always what I loved, but this really just pushed me that extra step, and I'm so glad it has, because I genuinely, like, it is, when I start talking about my coaching, I don't know, I get goosebumps because I just fucking love what I do. Like, I love what I do. Seeing the results of women, like, it's not just, oh, I look better. It's like, I feel better. I like, day to day has changed. Like, it's so much more impactful, if that makes sense. For today, I just want this to be a kind of a little bit of a catch up, a get to know me a bit. If I said you don't know me, make sure you are following me over on other social platforms as well. But here is where I will be blabbering the most, and where you'll get to know me the most. I feel like we all have a little bit of a filter on Instagram, and there's going to be no filters here. You're getting the real Hannah. And I can't wait to bring you along as well for adventures over the next few months. I will be doing like a little bit of traveling, but anyway, I'm going to get back up and head back over to my desk and get on with work for the next few hours. One thing you get very good at when you work for yourself, it's making the most of every second of the day. I literally have 20 minutes before another call, and I'm getting my ass down to the gym and doing some steps, because otherwise I will not move for the day. Task number 17 million of the day since 4 a.m. this morning. The two together. And that's the thing, and you know, it will always come back to every single person is so different. You know, just because you have, and it's the same when we look at things like PCOS. People expect you have PCOS and this is what you do. You have autoimmunity, this is what you do. And you are not your condition. You are a person in yourself. So I am just taking a pit stop to make some food. Honestly, people think the life of a coach or you work online is really exciting. Like you probably see on stories like out on the beach and in the sun, and it's all amazing in these nice coffee shops. But really, my life most days looks like going to the gym, sitting at my laptop, moving to the kitchen, and I just rotate that pattern. That's it. But I love it. I love it. But yes, I just had two really good discovery calls with two new ladies, one lady with Hashimoto's and the other with IBS, and both of these ladies had body composition goals, and this is exactly what I was talking about earlier. I work with a lot with women who have body composition goals, but when there's underlying things, I think it is so important to take these things into consideration. There's genuinely so much you can do through your lifestyle, through your diet, through everything you're doing day to day that can massively improve things like autoimmunity and things like IBS. And interestingly, when I was a medical scientist back in the day, I specialized in immunology, and I actually worked a lot in differential diagnosis between IBS and IBD, so things like ulcerative colitis and Crohn's. And when somebody had IBD, they were obviously given a treatment plan in terms of like medication, etc. But when they had IBS, it was more so, okay, here's an antacid, a PPI, maybe take laxatives, avoid high FODMAP foods, and there was no real option for them. And from moving more into functional health and going through my own health issues, which is something I'm going to go through in the next video, what we need to recognize is our digestion doesn't just decide that it's not going to function anymore, and we can no longer tolerate garlic or onion, or, you know, people think, oh, I remove gluten and dairy and I'll feel better, but gluten and dairy was never the problem. It's how your body's digesting it, you know, and there's real reasons as to why this happened. And I've been in this position, and I've had so many clients in this position, and you can't heal from IBS. You can't heal from IBS. IBS, in my opinion, is BS. Excuse my French. But yes, I am making some food now, and I'm having some sweet potatoes and chicken, and that's all that's in my fridge right now. But yeah, for now, I'm going to cook up this chicken, the sweet potato. I need way more sweet potatoes. Honestly, sweet potatoes are the one. It's going to look a little bit something like this, and I'm going to put some chicken in here, and Bob's your uncle. Honestly, the easiest thing you can do is cook up things like these. Potatoes were cooked in the, why am I holding a potato like this? These were cooked and put in the fridge, and I literally just pulled them out, cooked some chicken, stick them in a bowl with some salad, and like sorted. It really doesn't need to be complicated or anything like that. Even if you are trying to support your health, it doesn't need to be this, like, do you ever see those recipes online and they're like a million different ingredients and they're really aesthetic, and Nobody has time for that for the most part. Nobody, you know. So we keep it basic, but we still keep it nutritionally loaded. So I don't know if anyone does this, but I literally let my fridge go to empty before I decide to restock it. This is the benefits of living by yourself. Honestly, I am a disgrace. So there might be a supermarket trip this evening if there is time. Currently en route to the shoppa, because if your gal doesn't go to the shop now, she will not be having dinner. I honestly feel like I have picked the worst day to start filming. It has been a day of me chasing my tail. I think it's a combination of me being tired along with just a very busy day. I had client calls, some consult calls, lots of client programming to do. I have blood work to go through, and I'm still not done, but we're getting there. We are getting there. I also had a call with my psychologist, which I'm really angry about that I put in at the wrong time. This just describes my level of all over the place today. I thought, she's in Dubai and I have a call with her all the time. I know she's 2 hours ahead, but I put it as me 2 hours ahead. So I was 4 hours late for the call. It'll have to be rescheduled. I've actually been working with a psychologist for just over 2 months now. And it has been one of the best investments of my life. There's been a lot going on over the last few months in my life. I might sit down later and just give a bit of a chat about it. I don't know. Yes, let's get me some food first and get myself home. Dinner is served. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Salmon, vegetables and rice. So quick and easy. The easiest thing is honestly just to use frozen vegetables. They are the exact same and they save you so much time and energy. Sometimes you just have to sit in front of your laptop with your wine glass, a Fanta Zero Azucar, and romanticize your little life. It is the little things. But it is currently 8:05 and I told myself I would be finished up work at 8 o'clock, but I have one more task to do and I'm going to be finished it in 15 minutes, and I'm turning off all technology and making sure I'm getting to sleep tonight, because we are not having another night like last night and I have to train in the morning. But before I go, I said I'd give a little bit of a life update, but then I realized like this is my first video, like what am I updating from? You know, there's nothing to update from. If you follow me on social media, I do share a little bit of my life there, but I think kind of what I did want to say and kind of make a point of, obviously I've shared my day and like, you know, what I get up to. It hasn't been that exciting, but as you know, I am living in Spain and I'm doing work I love, and I'm incredibly grateful for the life that I have. But I will also say that the past few months of my life have probably been some of the hardest I have been. Is she gonna cry? No, she's not gonna cry. First video back, she starts bawling on camera. I'm not. But they have been some of the hardest I have been through. And I know I mentioned on my supermarket run, I've been working with a psychologist who has really been my like guardian angel over the past few months and has been there through everything and really just opened my eyes to an incredibly different perspective of myself and see just everything. I think it's so easy to look at people's life, whether that's on social media, like whether it's influencers you're following or friends or coaches, and really think that they just, you know, come across as the most like confident person, they have this most incredible life, but you really don't know what is going on in someone's life. And I still show up because I have to, you know, I'm a business owner, everything counts on me, and I have to show up on social media. I have to show up for my clients, and I say that like I have to show up for my clients. I have the most incredible squad of women that I work with. Like truly, they're the most supportive, obviously to me, and I'm obviously incredibly supportive to them, but they are just incredible. So that doesn't bother me. But on the other side of it, for me, it really has been really hard sometimes to show up, but I'm here. And honestly, I didn't actually I wasn't like, okay, I need to show up and like come back to YouTube and things. I wasn't thinking like that. I actually just saw the camera online. I was like, I miss YouTube. I really do. But I can really say like the last few weeks, I have felt incredibly content in everything. Like I have the most incredible people around me. I have so many amazing plans for my business, for myself over the next few months, and I'm excited to bring you along on that journey. But I will also say that like every time I've gone through hard things in my life, say that like I've been through so much hardship, my God, absolutely not. Like in comparison to some people in the world, my life, no, not at all. One thing I'll always come back to is going through hard things. I think you always have two paths to choose from. You can choose to let it swallow you up and literally drag you through life. And I know that sounds morbid, but it is such an easy path to go through when you're struggling and when things feel hard. And it nearly feels like the easier path to go with. Or you can choose to take whatever you've learned from that and grow and move forward and use it as something that pushes you forward. Because like anything that's hard, I can guarantee if you have gone through something hard in your life and you've picked yourself back up from it and you've kept moving forward, it has taught you so much about yourself. And that's what I always try to come back to when things do feel like a little bit of struggle. So that's a little bit of a life update without a life update, but just something to take from it as well. I'm going to close out this video here and get this finished, because now I've been talking for a few minutes and I am behind my curfew. I will be picking you guys back up. I'm definitely going to do another video that's a bit more of a sit down and chat through. I actually have one of my clients coming here. My client, she's also a really good friend. She started as a client and became a really good friend. I always say you shouldn't mix like professional clients and like friendships. I disagree. Like, I've become friends with all of my clients. But she's coming over here for the weekend and with some exciting things planned, so I might do a little bit of a video there. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next one. I'm so glad to be back.